Hey guys, this is All Sports back again. I'm Alberta, and let's get into the spread for the NBA games that are scheduled for today. Let's see who's in favor, who's the favorites. Because it was wrong yesterday. Like I said, the Knicks was going to win, and we did. We whipped the Celtics ASS 111-89. Y'all gotta be kidding. Don't be dissing us like that. I don't care. It was in Boston's Garden. Shit, we beat them there before too. Anyhow, first game of the night at 7 o'clock, we have the Charlotte Hornets against the Pistons. Charlotte be home, but guess what? The Pistons are favored by 3 points. Yeah, that sounds about right. But you know, the Hornets been winning. This will be a good game. We'll see. We shall see. That's a question mark for me. That's a question mark for me. Then at 7:30, we have the Brooklyn Nets against the Bulls. The Bulls are favored by 4 points. Yeah, that sounds about right. The Brooklyn Nets, I'm not sold on them. They're not doing too good. We got 2 other games at 7:30. We have the Heat, Bam Adebayo, against the Utah Jazz. The Heat will be at home. They're favored by 8 points. Yes, that sounds about right. And then we have the Orlando Magic. They'll be at home against the Bucks. They're favored by 10.5 points. Yes, that sounds about right. The Pelicans will be at home against the Sacramento Kings. They're favored by 7.5 points. The Pelicans? I don't know, Sacramento. That's a diss. That's all I'm saying. 7.5 points, that's a diss. Moving right along until 8 o'clock. And the next game at 8 o'clock is the Atlanta Hawks against, my oil, sometimes it be a little bit too shiny. Okay, the Timberwolves will be at home against the Atlanta Hawks. The Timberwolves are favored by 6.5 points, just like they was favored yesterday. And they got their behinds beat by the Clippers. I think it was, 115 to what? I'm looking at that score because Kawhi scored 41 points. Like I said, don't mess with Kawhi. When he go crazy, when he tap into crazy, it's like, oh, really? Because Harden gone, you think we ain't going to beat them? Watch this. And they did it at their house, in their house. So, whatever. Yeah, they might win tonight. It's the Hawks. I don't know. But they're favored by 6.5 points. And then at 9 o'clock, the Nuggets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Nuggets will be at home, but the Cavaliers are favored by 1 point. They got Harden. Harden did very well the other night. Let's see, this is going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game at 9 o'clock. I don't know. It could go either way with that one. Because, Jokic, his triple-double every other goddamn game. Anyhow, moving right along, we got we got 3 games at 10 o'clock, starting with the Golden State Warriors. They'll be at home against the Memphis Grizzlies. They're favored by 7.5 points. Yes, that sounds about right. And the Lakers at home against OKC. OKC is favored by 6.5 points. Now, not with my man in it. Nope, SGA ain't playing and J-Dub's not playing. What you talking about? We're going to beat them tonight. Don't be dissing us like that. 6.5 points. Anyhow. And the last game of the night, also at 10, is the Portland Trailblazers. They'll be at home against the 76ers. The Sixers are favored by 4 points. That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But let me just get into the final scores from yesterday. Let's see. Come on. My tablet is slow. Okay, the Knicks, like I said, they beat the Celtics 111-89. They weren't even favored. Just say that. The Wizards lost to the Heat 132-101. The Heat were favored though. Yeah, the Heat were favored. Yeah, that was right. And then the Raptors beat the Pacers 104-122. The Raptors was also favored. That was right. And the Timberwolves, yeah, like I said, the Clippers 115. Like I said, Timberwolves 96. The Clippers wasn't even favored. I told you Kawhi was gonna go off. It's good for y'all. Anyhow. Thank you for viewing, commenting, and following. I appreciate y'all. Like I was saying, when about sports, then we'll be talking about. I like that today. Anyhow, that smoothie got me up. Bye. Appreciate y'all. Bye.